Shalom and welcome to Reality Check. In this segment, I'm going to pose a question to my Jewish brethren. Why do you become upset when a Gentile tells you they worship the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? I've known several Jews, including the radio personality Dr. Laura Schlesinger, to snap, "You're not a Jew," or "You're not Jewish," whenever they hear a non-Jew proclaiming Yah as their God. If this is how you really feel, then I suggest you somehow figure out how to go back in time and tell Adam and Eve that, because they weren't Jews. Yet we see Yah communicating with his creation beginning in Genesis 1. We even see him walking with Adam and Eve in Genesis 3:8. And in Genesis 4, we see Cain and Abel offering sacrifices to Yah, and they weren't Jews. And hey, neither was Noah or his family, and yet they knew the difference between clean and unclean animals. And Avram in Genesis 12 was a pagan Chaldean before he became a Hebrew after he obeyed Yah's command to leave his homeland of Ur. As you know, the word Hebrew doesn't mean Jew. It means to cross over, which is what Avram did by crossing over into Yah's presence, both spiritually and physically. His son Isaac wasn't a Jew either, and neither was Isaac's son Jacob. The truth is, there were no Jews until our third patriarch, Jacob, fathered one of his 12 sons, whom he named Yehuda, where the term Jew originated. Yes, according to Genesis 49:10 and Micah 4:2, Yah commissioned the Jews to take Torah and word of Elohim into the nations. But didn't he constantly tell all of his people since the beginning of time to obey his divine instructions, which later became known to Moshe in Exodus 13:9 as Torah? After all, in Genesis 12:17, Yah said, "Generation after generation, every male among you who is 8 days old is to be circumcised, including slaves born within your household, and those bought from a foreigner not descended from you." And in Exodus 12:49, Yah said, "The same teaching is to apply equally to the citizen and to the foreigner living among you." In Leviticus 24:22, we see, "You are to apply the same standard of judgment to the foreigner as to the citizen, because I am Adonai your God." And Numbers 15 shows that he was willing to accept all who accepted him as their God. And he made the stipulation that all who accepted him as God were to do exactly as his people did. Don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at Numbers 15:13 through 16 from the Jewish Publication Society Bible. "All that are homeborn shall do these things after this manner in presenting an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. And if a stranger sojourn with you, or whosoever may be among you throughout your generations, and will offer an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord, as ye do, so he shall do. As for the congregation, there shall be one statute for both of you, and one for the stranger that sojourneth with you, a statute forever throughout your generations. As ye are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. One law and one ordinance shall be both for you and for the stranger that sojourneth with you." Deuteronomy 31:12 and 13 from the JPS says, "Assemble the people, the men and the women and the little ones, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Lord your God, and observe to do all the words of this law, and that their children who have not known may hear and learn to fear the Lord your God, as long as ye live in the land whither you go over the Jordan to possess it." So if believing Gentiles of 4,000 years ago were accepted by Elohim and told to obey his laws and teachings, then what makes you think he's rejecting them today? If Gentiles choose to worship Yah, they have every right to do so. And remember, once they do, they are no longer Gentiles. They are Hebrews. Not Jews, but Hebrews. Yes, the Jews are his chosen. They were chosen to tell the world about their Elohim and his Torah. But they weren't chosen to keep him in a box all to themselves. Shalom.